I only told you that because that's what the book says. What people thought that they were, because their parents were evil villains, that they were evil too. But it says right here that it's like this evil tree, then you're a bad apple.
Well, don't it look like a hair dryer?
That's sort of what it's like on the Isle of the Lost. Their food is only leftovers from what people don't eat at the kingdom. It all gets sent over. That's why it's like this. This coffee tastes like mud. It's to represent the rottenness of their hearts. And guess what? I showed him this and I asked, what do you see there? And he had no idea. And I'm like, how can you not tell that that's Maleficent?
Man, I can't really say that.
That's Maleficent's wand. She's the mistress of evil. Yeah, she's supposedly Disney's baddest villain.
I bet you measured that right
What kind of food? What kind of food? I missed. Lindsay, you didn't have news. I missed my arm so hungry. I know, right? Hey, Tristan.
I'm out. I'm in the next video.
Technology has grown more in the past since your grandparents' time than ever in the history of the world. That's pretty significant. And what we have to ask ourselves is what led to that? Why? Why now and never before? So with that said, we're gonna be talking about several things: computers, and, phones, and TVs, and all that good stuff. But I want to ask you first something. What is the purpose of any computer? What is the main purpose of a computer? Raise your hand. Show hands. Look up information that you don't know. Okay. Main purpose of a computer. Research. Research. So what he said. Yes.
I don't know if there really is a main thing because there's so many things to do on there.
Okay.
And they might have designed it for one purpose, but it's used for so many other purposes, which is not even like some people do use research, and some people other use for like just pastime, just to do some other stuff or something.
Okay. All right. Hey. Study. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Communicate back and forth.
Education.
Like for job work.
All right. So used as a tool for work. Okay. What else? We still have not hit the main purpose of a computer. That help. Okay. All right. Think about this. So some people said research. Before there were computers, what were the legitimate ways that people researched? Stored in books. Okay. Books from where? All right. So library. Yeah. You couldn't go to Amazon and order a book. No such thing as Amazon. If you went to the Amazon, you were in South America. All right. School libraries, university libraries, public libraries. Yes, ma'am.
I have an idea of what they do.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, it has everything, mostly everything, that like all of the different dates and times.
Okay. So that's information as well. So looking at information. information. So that was research. Somebody, all right, so you said pastime, okay? How do people pass time before the computers, before handheld computers, before the internet? Cooper.
By doing work.
Work, what do you mean?
Like, would be grown ups went to like to do a job or something, and then kids went to school. But like way before that, some kids went to work because they had to also provide for the family.
Okay, so child labor, okay. But I mean, but instead of just sitting on the couch and vegging out, watching YouTube videos or Snapchats or whatever else, how do people pass time? How do they spend their time, their downtime? Outside, okay, and do what? Play, okay. Play around, do chores, however leaves. Kyle?
Well, they could just like maybe play.
Alright, so board games.
Oh, I was gonna say like the reason.
Okay.
Maybe like present data collection or touching the wrong.
Okay, data collection. It can be used for that, but that's not the main purpose. Yes, sir.
Rough housing.
Rough housing. Okay, yeah, so playing around, going out in the yard and playing some football. Yes. Cleaning the house. Okay, so yeah. So we still have not come to the what is the true reason for computers? Why were they? Have computers always existed?
No. Yes.
No.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
Yep.
Okay, did you hear any? Like,
I call on Seth. Thank you.
maybe for like somebody finding out information about how to like cure somebody's health problems.
Well, somebody has to put it there for somebody to be able to find it. The computer doesn't just tell you. Computers only know what people tell them. So no computer knows any more than what any human being knows. Ever thought about that? The computer does not find information out. It's just simply the internet is just a database. Usually pretty crappy. Yes. Huh? What? All right, so it's a tool we use for a job. Yeah.
I think the reason was like to teach people, like so they could learn information from the computer, and then they would like get on the computer and maybe find out information like.
Okay. Once again, we still have not found out the real use for computers. Believe it or not, computers have existed always. Computers have always existed. The internet has not always existed, which is what most everybody here is talking about. Most people are not actually talking about computers in here. Most of you are actually talking about internet. Internet is not the original use of computers. The internet was simply just a way to connect computers all over the world. Right? Internet, to create a web of things and connect them together. That's what inter means. Computers have always existed because every single human brain has the ability to compute. The word computer comes from the root word compute. It means to process. Okay, to process things. Figuring out math equations. Figuring out how to think. How to put, how to, I don't know, counting or, like I said, working out math problems, algorithms and stuff like that. It's how to compute, okay? Doesn't sound very fun now to start talking about algorithms and computing and doing actual work. Well, that's what computers were originally designed for, was to compute mathematical problems. The internet came along and kind of ruined a lot of that. One of the other really cool things about computers or about technology is the simple fact that entertainment has come a long way with technology. What's some of your favorite ways to pass time?
Video games.
Video games. Video games, video games, video games. Anthony Hardy, hit the watch for me. We are going to watch the evolution of the last 75 years of video games. 2K is actually not. So, anyway, somebody made up this video. It's about how video games have developed, how they've gotten better, more detail, from 2D to 3D. This is really good.
Mr. Martin. Can I move right there?
1952.
What are those? Those are some next gen graphics. Asteroids. That's my game. Freaking Paul. Yes.
That game looks fun. But me and you would get so mad at it.
Why killer? This is sad. So much better graphics. What's wrong? This is so fun. This is Xbox One GTA 5. Super great, right? That's like a mad game. It's alright. Punchback. Punchback wheel. Mario Revolve.
Soda Man.
I know, right?
The main game.
I realize it's a base game. Is it like, what is Soca game?
I know, right? Like Soda Man.
Japanese.
Mario
How did he miss? He's so bad.
He is trash. I'll think of play that. That is fun. What is that? These are super players. Oh, he get lit. He get lit. Oh, he's where's she going? That's like Bobby Shmurda's hat. When he threw it in the video, it was gone. He's sorry.
You know that was actually on the stage, right? You see the shadows? There are those. Oh, see, I'm not.
That game was lit.
It does.
Where'd he come from? Where did this dude come from?
There's a version of his hand. Prehistoric, what? Prehistoric. That was not back in the day. Say, get out of my face. Oh, that's
Killing it since day one. Day of the tentacle, really? I thought it.
Oh, that's about a game where squids take over the universe.
Yeah, man.
That's like the old version of it's on the iPhone. It's on the beach battles. That's that old.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I
That when we can first live.
That walking animation. I know, right?
Dude,
Who said that?
what is it? That's Ted.
His head. His head, no. His head went in the wall.
I saw that too.
Like that.
That dude broke. That dude is broke. Now I played. That one is so weird.
It's fun. You have to relearn everything. He's holding the Thompson.
Half-Life 2 was
Oh, that angel.
Expensive.
You're red. Oh, it's my Gmod.
I knew it. That's what Corbin sent me. I think that's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Need for Speed! Get out my way!
How did the fuck already had a whole lane by itself? Yeah, one lane. Yeah, two of the lane.
Hitting the comfort.
No, but you missed up the time. That's all good.
Battlefield. Look at that.
Crisis.
I love that. I play for
This is the longest clip I've ever heard. It's less than like 2 minutes.
Shoot like right outside that door. Probably looking at the water. Straight up, now
Oh my god.
look at Revelation.
No, it's just the first one.
Why are you talking? Like,
Every says
everyone's running, right?
Everyone's asking free Revelation.
I'm like, oh, it's not fine. You
Yeah,
can
it's
wait.
You can wait to die.
That's where it all started. Where it all started.
I would go one.
No, quick scoping started in that.
There's no looking for my work. I have work. I'll do it from there.
Follow your ass.
I know, right?
You don't see it.
That game is bad. How you miss?
It's so big.
I was running to that one.
Oh, the G5. Why did they break it look like a boat? That was the beginning of well, you get over. No, you go back, remember? Like, you spend the whole game. No, you go to the video and then you go to the yeah. That's the that girl, that yeah.
Woman's down in the water. You have it.
Get out of the center. That's my favorite thing to do. That's the best. You saw that one? That Batman?
Division.
That's my favorite game.
That came out this year.
I know it's my favorite game.
Why don't you say 2015?
You don't know how big you fun.
Alright. So, as you can see, from the 1950s all the way to 2015, 2016, things have changed a lot just in the world of video games. Video games are just 1% of all technological improvements, okay? Or not even 1%, I'm sure. So, with that said, how much more, satellites and rockets, medicine and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, what kind of different things can be improved on? If they can do that much with video games, think how much they can do in the world of medicine. I even had a professor in college. He was a chemistry professor, and in chemistry you learn about light. Not all light is visible to the human eye. Okay? There's a certain spectrum of light. We can only see this much. There's a whole lot of light we cannot see over here, and there's a whole lot of light we cannot see over here. Okay? Think about microwaves. Not the actual microwave itself, but the microwaves that cook the food. You can't see those. It's light that is literally penetrating the food and heating it up. Okay? That is on the very long spectrum of bright light. Okay? On the very, very slow side of light, we have radio waves. Radio waves is another type of light. You can't see radio waves in the air, can you? No, you can't see them. So, I had a professor in college who said that he was experimenting by creating a set of clothes that emitted light that is invisible to the human eye. So literally, he said he could walk around and be completely invisible when he had the suit on. In theory, it actually works. You put on a suit that emits light that the human eye cannot see, therefore you are invisible.
Did it work?
He's in here right now. How would you know? know what? I mean, I don't know.
Did it work?
I don't know. Like I said, he said he was experimenting, but it was pretty cool. I also had another professor in college who was who had patented a almost like a microscopic vial that for people who have like glaucoma or something where your eyes go blind, like when you're like really old or something. You inject it into the eye and it releases medicine over time, and it's there for the rest of your life. It's just a little bitty microscopic thing that they inject with a needle, and it's medicine, a technological innovation that we wouldn't have had 10 years ago. Yes. So, it won't hurt at all. So with that said, I mean, there's all sorts of things that you can do with technology. We're going to take a few notes real quick, so get out your Chromebooks. The development of the computer has, like I said, existed for a long time. People used to use tools such as this for their computing. I do not know how these things work. Okay, this is like the Einstein type computing. Each of those little red rungs will mean whatever you want it to mean, and work out percentages, fractions, all kinds of stuff with these. I think it's called Bacchus or something like that. This was a manual computer. You actually had to manually compute stuff. Then we get into automatic computers. These computers were massive, the size of buildings sometimes.
Building? The size of the building?
Well, the whole purpose of a computer is to compute, so it wasn't something you could sit there and do this on. No, they didn't even have keyboards. And then obviously, yes. Those computers had film in them to record information as it was being computed. You know how like microchips are microscopic almost? Something that could do what your computer does now will take up an entire building. They didn't know how to make things smaller then, therefore they made them life size. And then this is even way outdated by now, but the first iPad, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and 4 gigabytes of storage. The newest iPad, the iPad Pro, I think it's got 128 gigabytes of storage, and it's like a fifth of this size. I mean, it is super thin, super small, and awesome. And this was the newest thing back in 2004. I never even heard of an iPad as an iPad. The rotary phone. Anybody ever seen one of these? Grandparents still have one in their house? Maybe? The Cold War is when we really started to push for technology because we were competing against the Soviets, and if we didn't, they might take us over.
Wait, I didn't.
The National Aeronautical Space Administration. But it won't happen probably within my lifetime, at least. Although the movie The Martian is pretty cool. Space shuttles. This space shuttle got decommissioned a few years back. We don't actually use the space shuttle anymore. So this was really awesome technology back in the when they started using it in the 70s. Sorry? Yeah, that's wrong. Alright. The ISS. International Space Station is a joint effort with several nations to have an outer space laboratory. It runs completely on solar energy. That's what all these panels are. And if you've been keeping up with CNN Student News, they have actually been, what have they been designing then for the International Space Station? Yeah, a hotel room to go on the International Space Station. It will actually just connect to it, inflate, and you can stay there. Not you, but a scientist.
Yeah, I want to say
Really cool. TV. Who loves TV? TV is awesome. TVs used to be really cool. Used to be really cool.
I know, right?
TVs originally, when they were first produced, you think the TVs are expensive now. They were really expensive back then. They handcrafted all of these boxes. It was a piece. They were a piece of furniture for your living room. And maybe some of your grandparents might still have one of these in the house. Do grandparents do? Grandparents do? Does it still work? Really? Wow.
How was that furniture? Like, how was it furniture?
It was made out of wood. It was basically it's supposed to be a centerpiece in the house. Not furniture to sit on, but a decorative piece of furniture.
They have this big tennis on it.
They did actually. TVs now are not necessarily decorative at all, but they are, Is anybody in here, no shame in the game? No shame in the game. Like, families don't watch TV, don't have TV, none of that. Yeah. Most families have at least. Do you know somebody whose family does not have any TVs at all because just they don't watch it at all?
Mom, brother,
Okay.
That's my favorite one. And mom, I remember one job is she when like it was big thunderstorm or something, they would have to go up to the house and lift up the satellite.
Really?
Yeah, they would have to like there's like a stick around the house. They have to lift it up
For what?
to get the signal.
You don't go on top of the house.
No, like oh
your cousins, right?
Robbie, no thank you. All right. I have a TV, but we don't have cable.
get a TV but no cable.
TV with no cable, no satellite or anything. No need for it. Satellites.
You don't want any TV at all.
Yes, I watch.
Okay.
Oh, he's the internet. He's the internet.
You get free TV over here. Yes.
Oh, he gets finally.
Yeah, that
I used to have cable. Whatever you
Alright. Satellites are basically a way to communicate faster with the rest of the world. What they do is they shoot a signal into space. The satellite then redirects it back to Earth somewhere else. Earth, right around Earth, there are thousands of satellites in space.
It was like
Yeah.
mosquitoes or something. Did you look? I don't know. Or the mosquitoes.
Yeah. Computers. It is really fun. Alright, so we've talked about what computers are used for, kind of how I started this out. Over there, we talked about it a whole lot more. We watched, one second, we watched this, and then lastly, the internet. The internet is not totally separate than computing or computers, but the internet would not exist without computers. And unless the zombie apocalypse happens, technology is not going to go backwards for a long time, I believe. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start Invictus. There are hold up. I put people's names on the Free Friday list for not having their comic strips. I'm about to tell you who you are.
Oh!
Listen. Cooper, Daniela, Reese, Josh, Tristan, Harding, Romy, Waddill. Romy, you did turn yours in, but I gotta talk to you about it. Alright, so just let you know, those are late and need to be turned in.